Hello, my name is Jim Butterfield, and I'd like to tell you about the Commodore 64.
What is going on? Why is this haunted? Hey guys, so my childhood or teenage MIDI hi-fi system and my parents' record player from my childhood seem to be haunted. I am completely flummoxed for once from an electronics standpoint, so I need your help figuring out what's going on while I try and work around it and work around this dog. Come on, and that's all coming up right here on another Retro Recipes Quick Bites. As always, filmed on this, my teenage camcorder. Yeah, it's a teenage AV extravaganza. Let me tell you a little bit about this as it plays out the end of our theme tune. Firstly, I should mention this is from the UK, alright? So this is running at 50 Hertz, which means 50 times per second the electricity is essentially pulsating through it. I've connected it therefore to this step-up power adapter to connect it to the US mains supply. So what that means is 120 volts is coming into it, and then coming out of it to the stereo is 240 volts, give or take. However, this, because it's American and the American's mains is 60 Hertz, that means the electricity is coming in at 60 Hertz and coming out at 60 Hertz. Because one thing step-up power adapters can't do is change the actual frequency of the power, right? Right. And that's a problem. I'll explain why in a second, and it is also going to lead into why this thing seems to be haunted, and I'm going to come to that, but you need this in all-important context. The headphone output is going to Bluetooth transmitter, which is transmitting it to this Sony soundbar via Bluetooth, and we actually get pretty okay quality. I love this thing. I bought it when I was about 18 or 19. And I actually bought it, let me show you, right here in Bury St Edmunds. And if I zoom in, this is worth showing you guys. This was actually, if we go to see more dates, and go back as far as we can, actually only 2009, but this was at a Woolworths. Now anyone that's not from the UK won't know this, but Woolworths was a fantastic store, kind of like Target in the US, just sold everything. And I bought my Super Nintendo from here, and a lot of pick and mix. So it's some lovely memories of playing Super Mario World whilst eating white chocolate mice. But if we cross over through the town square here, it's a very picturesque little area, and over here, what is now Marks and Spencer's, or was it the Starbucks, or was it even the... Someone's being cheeky there. Holand and Barrett. Yes, that's not intentional. It's yes, they fixed it. Good. Okay. Somewhere around here, and if you live in this area and you know the hi-fi shop from the 90s that was here, please let me know the name of it, because I'd love to know. Really fond memories of going into the shop and trying out all the MIDI hi-fi units and picking that Akai, which my parents ended up inheriting from me, and then I inherited back, of course, and shipped it over here to the USA. This is Miss Rachel. She's not haunting our stereo system, but she is now a regular in the house, and she's a popular children's YouTuber.
See the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon.
And I tried recording this video onto that cassette, and so that Babyfractic could listen to it on cassette. Nice idea, right? Only because I recorded it on that British system, which expects 50 Hertz electricity and has 60 Hertz, it sounds like this.
See the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon.
As you can tell, it's a bit faster, and that's because 60 Hertz in the US is faster than 50 Hertz in the UK. But that's not the only problem, right? Check this out. So this is the record player that my dad bought before I can even remember, actually. And he had a lovely deal with me, which was, I think when I was about 7, I could get a new album every week as long as it was classical music. So in these drawers are some of the Beethoven and Mozart stuff that we used to buy together. And this is the actual unit, so extremely special to me. But let me show you what's going on here. But here's how this sounds now, which you may be able to see is not quite right. Yeah, so obviously playing way too fast there. So let me illustrate the issue visually, in case you haven't figured it out. This is a representation of the UK mains supply, 50 Hertz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the US mains supply going at 60 Hertz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see with the US, there are more lines in the same amount of space, which means that there is more music playing in the same amount of space. In other words, the music is being compressed and sped up to fit in that space. So the question is, how do we fix that? How do we turn 60 Hertz into 50 Hertz when those step-up power supplies don't do it? Now you can actually convert this to work properly at the right speed on US mains. I actually bought some of the parts to get started on that. As you can see here, it says you can change a couple of parts. There's a pulley and a locking rail. And I did buy the pulley and the locking rail, as you just saw, but this turned out to be the wrong one. But if I can actually change the voltage and make it just think it's in the UK, I won't need to mess around with all of this. And I didn't really want to mess around and change the innards of what is such a special device for sentimental reasons. You know, this stuff is kind of the heart of the machine in a way, and changing it out and just putting that other stuff in a drawer just doesn't feel as right to me as keeping it in the UK stock fashion. So then I thought, well, we need to just disconnect that hi-fi from the US mains completely and make it think it's in England. So this is a British, basically a UPS, an uninterruptible power supply, and it has a huge heavy battery backup inside it. And I do wonder what else is inside it. Let's turn it over, unscrew it, and take a look at its PCB way. They make great quality PCBs like these ones and the ones inside here, starting from just $5. Because as we all know, PCB stands for PERIFAX circuit breaker. Don't try this at home, okay? And there is the beautiful PCBWay.com website, but also a beautiful PCB here. This may have been made by PCBWay for all we know, but you can see there various capacitors and induction coils and all the shenanigans that goes on inside, creating an uninterruptible power supply. But that's enough of this interruption. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the step-up power adapter, unplug the UK MIDI hi-fi and record player. How times have changed, hey? What was a Super Nintendo is now a Switch. Alright, so now the UK equipment is completely unplugged, and I'm going to plug it in to the battery. See there it says battery and surge, so this is going to go into the battery. Okay, we can power it on. Let's see if that works. Yes. Okay, we have power. And the easy way to tell is just to play that record again, see how it sounds. So now the record player is keeping up with the Commodore, and this is playing at the right speed. However, I mentioned at the beginning a little bit of a haunting question, and I'm going to try and demonstrate that to you now, okay, and show you this complete weirdness that's going on. At some point this battery's going to run out, right? Because it's not plugged into anything. I don't have infinite power here. So what do? Oh, we're going to charge it up. Now, listen and observe. Okay, kind of expected, right? We reconnected this to the US 60 Hertz power supply, and the record player immediately sped up. Okay, that's understandable. Let's whoops. Let's go again. because what you would expect now is if I turn off the US mains, it's going to revert to the 50 Hertz battery, UK battery backup, right? So okay, so it must just be that it's still connected to the US, so even though it's turned off, so let's just disconnect it. Okay, it probably just needs a reboot, so just turn off the battery there, okay, and then we'll just reboot it. And this is of course now completely a UK piece of equipment, it came direct from Amazon UK, it's not connected to the US, it doesn't know it's in the US, nor does this. So what am I doing? So turn it on, turn that on. It's completely stuck at chipmunk speed, just like Miss Rachel was stuck at chipmunk speed. And I mean, Baby Fractic is going to grow up talking like a chipmunk if we don't fix this. What is going on? Why is this haunted? I don't get it. I'm as confused as she is. Come here, do you get it? We don't get it. Now, I don't have an answer to this. I do have a fix I'm going to try, but if you know what's going on here, can you please enlighten us? Because we're living in the land of chipmunks and it's very weird.
My name is Jim Butterfield, and I'd like to tell you about the Commodore 64.
Obviously, we need some kind of way to stop this UK equipment from thinking or knowing that it's in the USA, right? So how do we do that? So then I thought we need to disinfect it of the US power supply and those 60 Hertz. How do we disinfect something that needs Hertz and has alternating current, AC? You just can't, right? Well, that's where this that's been sitting here the whole time might come in. Because then I thought, what if we use a DC car charger? So DC, unlike AC, doesn't have Hertz. AC fluctuates, alternating, AC, alternating current. DC doesn't current. DC stands for direct current. So what if we could take our AC, convert it into DC, I think there's a symbol for that as well, something like that, and then convert it back again into 50 Hertz AC. Right, that way it's completely disconnected from the 60 Hertz of the equation. And that's where I think, if my theories are correct, this might come in handy. Here's how it works. This is the 60 Hertz US car adapter, and it thinks it's in the US and it's going to convert US power into 12 volts DC to charge something from a cigar lighter in your car. Then we also have this one from Amazon UK, which hopefully we're not going to infect, and that's pretty cool looking, isn't it? I haven't seen this until now. This one works the other way around. Look at this, male into female. And on the other end is a plug. Yeah, designed for powering USB and other stuff in your car. So is this going to give us 220 volts AC at 50 Hertz from a US mains plug? Right. And then connect the US side to the US mains. Okay, that is it. All there is now to try is, well, we can see we've got power, and we're going to now power up this and see what happens. Wish me luck, and let's hope there isn't a big bang. Well, that's what I imagined would happen, but let's see what actually happens. That came on. Can this work? That's incredible. So from 12 volts it's getting 240 volts. But what about the record player? Is that going to turn as well? No way. Let's try it out, okay? Turn our volume up. Let's listen to our record.
Hello, my name is Jim Butterfield, and I'd like to tell you about the Commodore 64.
I don't know how, but we did it. Somehow we did it. I've solved it. It's incredible. Well, there it is, guys. We kept up with the Commodore, and we've got the UK to keep up with the US power supply. I can't believe I did this. I'm so stoked. I would still love for you guys to answer my question of what the heck is going on with that other battery and how it's getting haunted. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy this and say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and support below, and cheerio.